Thank you, Matt. I'm here with the CEO of GE Healthcare, Peter Arduini. Peter, great to see you in person.
Katie, thank you for having me on.
Let's start with the news of this morning, and that is that GE Healthcare has signed a 7-year partnership with Sutter Health to provide AI-powered medical technology and software upgrades to the California nonprofit health system, expected to generate $1 billion in revenue over the life of this partnership. Talk to us a little bit more about this particular tie-up and whether we should expect to see more from you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about the AI-powered piece, because we talk about AI from all angles, and the question we always ask is, what is the application? But you think about medical technology, it seems like that would be a bit of a natural fit.
Yeah, our industry is one of the industries.
And I'm curious, I mean, do you think that you think about all the different areas that you touch, of course, at GE Healthcare, from ultrasounds to imaging, ventilators, diagnostics. Do you think that AI will ultimately touch all of those areas, infiltrate all of those areas? Or are there any certain sectors or parts of your business that you think will always be human? This is a partnership that you signed with Sutter Health, and it sounds like some more. How are you balancing partnerships versus potential M&A? Because there is a lot of optimism when it comes to merger activity.
Yeah,
absolutely. Since spin-off, this partnership quite large. Let's talk a little bit more about your Investor Day. It was interesting. You take a look at the details. It seems like there was a lot of focus, of course, on the pharmaceutical diagnostic segment. I know that's your fastest growing segment, and a lot of focus on imaging agents, for example. How do you expect that market will change over the next 5 years or so?
Yeah.
More question, and I want to go to China, of course. You acknowledge that there's been weakness in China on your third quarter earnings call, and that's one of the lingering questions, I would say, over your stock, that China recovery. What is your viewpoint right now? I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
That is Peter Arduini. He is the CEO of GE Healthcare. Back to you, Shanali.
Okay.
I'm sitting by with George Yancopoulos, of course, as you said, Chief Scientific Officer over at Regeneron. George, great to see you in person.
Good to see you.
So as you told me in the commercial break, you're the science guy. So we're going to talk about the pipeline here. And one of the big themes of this conference, in addition to M&A, of course, is weight loss. And you're testing 2 drugs right now in combination with Wegovy to improve the quality of weight loss, as I understand it. Talk to us about what that means and why that is important.
So
Context on why muscle, of course, is important. It's not just about looking buff. You need it for the metabolic implications as well. But I want to talk about the practicality here. So you would be having muscle-boosting drugs that you're taking on top of the weight loss drug. Is that correct? You in these trials. When can we expect to see this data?
Yeah. So
We can touch on that, but let's talk a little bit about, of course, the pipeline where you spend your time. Do you think that there are any opportunities for inorganic growth here? Could you look to M&A to sort of bolster the pipeline, or are you looking to keep it in-house at this point? Thank you for your time today. That, of course, is George Yancopoulos. He is the Chief Scientific Officer at Regeneron. Back to you guys.